Hello friends, welcome back. It's been a while since I've done a book review. I plan to run errands today, but we're under a winter weather advisory and a tornado watch, so I will be staying in, and I figured I could just catch you up on some of my book goals for 2020 and try not to drop the books. And also highlight some of my favorite books from 2019. In 2019, I had a goal to read a book about every president. And then after George Washington, I kind of felt like I'd rather read about the wives of these presidents. And that literature was not readily available at my libraries or where I was looking. So I kind of gave up on that and went back to my usual reading plan, one classic, one current. And while I was in Ireland last year, I saw some books that I really loved. The first one, Emily Pine, Notes to Self. These are considered essays, but it's more of a memoir about her life. And when I started reading it in the store, I was tearing up and almost crying. And then on the back it says, "Do not read this book in public. It will make you cry." And I was like, well, I wish I would have had that. My dog's trying to come sit with me, and he's a big husky, and he can't fit. You can't fit here. And you can hear the thunder outside. And then this book was really, he's afraid of storms. So hearing the storm is kind of scaring him. You can come over here. Come over here. You can't fit right here. Reverse. Come here. Come over here. Come on. Right here. You're a big scaredy cat. Come on. Okay, I'll let him decide what he wants to do. The next time it thunders, I guarantee he'll probably be up here. So this book was really heart-wrenching, and I don't give a lot of books 5 stars. I may have talked about that in the past, and this one made it to the 5-star list. I had a goal last year of reading 25 or 30 books. I read 32. I try to pace myself because I'm also working full-time as a scientist, and I'm also an artist. I like to paint, so I try to not overwhelm myself or give myself unrealistic goals. And I think that's really important to let people know, like, it's not about how many books you read, it's about the quality of the books you read. So if you're beating yourself up for only reading 1 or 2 books, or no books, it's okay, because you could try again this year. Set a really small goal so that at the end of the year, you're not discouraged when you don't meet it. And you could also be my friend on Goodreads, and I could post the link later at the end or underneath the comments. And another book that I am beating myself up for not getting while in Ireland. I was conscious about the fact that I would have to travel back to the States, and I didn't want to have too many things. And that is when I realized that ISBNs are region specific, and this book I could not get anywhere in the States, not on Amazon. So I had to reach out to the bookstore. Kudos to Vibes and Scribes in Cork, Ireland. I direct messaged them on Instagram, and then they gave me their information on, I forget the name of it, but we basically messaged internationally, and I paid more for shipping the book than the book itself. So that was my stupid tax for not getting it. But I love sharks, and it's just a fun little coffee table book. It's 100 facts about sharks. I can't verify their true facts because they're just so ridiculous, but I love them anyway. So this one talks about how in Greece they use great white sharks to pull their little boats like Santa Claus. Another fun shark fact. I should have bunny-eared them. It said sharks can withstand many substances that are poisonous to humans, including arsenic and strychnine. However, if a shark is fed even the smallest amount of Coca-Cola, it will explode. And it said Han Gong-chong, 92, lost an arm but saved his life when he thrust a can of Coke into a tiger shark's mouth in 1979. He has been the face of Coca-Cola in China since the attack. I mean, I love this book, and I should have got it. It was like €6, and I think I paid €8 in shipping. I'm still mad at myself for that. So if you're international and you see a book you love, please don't make the same mistake I did. Please get it. And if you have to mail it back to yourself, if you don't have enough room, that would be better than passing up the opportunity, because there was no guarantee I could have gotten this book. And so, yeah. Let me talk about my goals for 2020. I think I set my goals to 50 books. And I'm not sure. Because again, I don't like to focus on the quantity. I like the quality of the books. I would say the theme books that I'm reading this year, I don't necessarily have a theme. I still want to stick to the classics and then the non-classics. I try to read one book at a time. I try to finish every book that I start, whether it takes a long time or not. And also I try to really dive deep into the text that I'm reading, so it takes me a lot longer. So if I'm reading a classic book and I don't understand it, I'm going to go to SparkNotes and read a synopsis on the chapter if I think I missed something. I'm constantly looking up words that I don't understand, like Moby Dick was really hard to get through because I'm like, I don't know some of these terms. I now know more about cetology than I ever wanted to know. And I actually, after reading the book, I really had more of an appreciation for whales, and have this big poster of whales in my bathroom. And I even painted this narwhal. It's just right up here. So, cute. That's an original painting. I don't think I'll ever find a frame that will fit this. I'd probably have to build one. But I just keep it up there because I like it so much. Yeah. So, at any rate, I'd like to hear about some of your goals for 2020 and what you're reading, what you're loving. I really like poetry books right now. That's been a theme. However, I've read some really bad poetry. I'm still considering doing a video on books and poetry books that I hate, because I feel very strongly about books, and it's very unlike me to rate any book 5 stars. So at any rate, until next time, bye.